My wife cheated on me with our horrible neighbor. While I was paralyzed, but a life-changing surgery gave me a second chance to rebuild my life. I was 32 when the scaffolding collapsed at the construction site. One minute I'm checking measurements, the next minute I'm waking up in a hospital bed unable to feel anything below my waist. The doctor said I had a severe spinal cord injury and the chances of walking again were basically zero. My wife Jennifer seemed supportive at first. She'd visit every day, bring me magazines, tell me everything would be okay. We'd been married for 6 years and I really thought we'd get through this together. After 3 months of physical therapy, I came home in a wheelchair. Our house wasn't set up for it at all. Narrow doorways, bathroom too small, bedroom upstairs. We ended up converting the living room into my bedroom because I couldn't get upstairs anymore. That's when our neighbor Derek started coming around. Derek lived 2 houses down and had always rubbed me the wrong way. He was one of those guys who revved his motorcycle at 6 in the morning and threw loud parties every weekend. Before my accident, we'd had multiple arguments about his music being too loud. Now suddenly he was at our door offering to help Jennifer with yard work and carrying groceries. At first I thought maybe the guy was trying to be nice, trying to make up for being a terrible neighbor all those years. Jennifer said it was helpful having someone around who could do the physical stuff I couldn't do anymore. I tried not to feel useless, but it was hard watching another man do all the things I used to do. Mowing the lawn, fixing the fence, changing light bulbs, all the husband stuff. One night in July, I woke up around 2 in the morning needing water. I called out for Jennifer, but she didn't answer. Her side of the couch where she'd been sleeping was empty. I wheeled myself to the kitchen and saw the back door was slightly open. I could hear voices coming from our backyard, low talking and laughing. I positioned my wheelchair near the window and looked out. Jennifer and Derek were sitting on our patio furniture, way too close together. As I watched, Derek put his hand on her knee and Jennifer didn't move it away. She actually leaned into him. My heart was pounding so hard I thought I might pass out. I backed away from the window and just sat there in the dark kitchen trying to process what I'd seen. I didn't confront her that night. I couldn't. Part of me hoped I'd misunderstood what I saw. The next few weeks I started paying closer attention. Derek's truck was in our driveway almost every afternoon while I was doing physical therapy sessions in the garage. They'd both jump apart when I wheeled back into the house. Jennifer started taking phone calls in the bathroom with the door locked. She'd come back smiling in a way she hadn't smiled at me in months. I finally confirmed it when I checked our cell phone records online. Jennifer had been texting Derek hundreds of times a day. I didn't even need to read the messages to know what was happening. I confronted Jennifer on a Tuesday night. Just asked her straight up if she was sleeping with Derek. She didn't deny it. She cried and said she never meant for it to happen, but she was lonely and scared and I wasn't the same person anymore. That last part killed me more than the cheating. I wasn't the same person because I couldn't walk. I told her to get out. She moved in with her sister the next day and filed for divorce a week later. Derek stopped coming around after that. I spent the next 6 months in the darkest depression of my life, living alone in a house I could barely navigate, watching my ex-wife move on with a neighbor who used to keep me up at night with his parties. Then my doctor called with news about an experimental surgery, some new technique that was showing promising results for spinal injuries like mine. It was risky and expensive, but the lawsuit settlement for my construction accident had finally come through. I had the money and nothing left to lose. The surgery took 11 hours. Recovery was another 4 months of intense physical therapy. But slowly, impossibly, I started getting feeling back in my legs. First just tingling, then actual movement. By month 6, I was taking steps with a walker. My physical therapist Amy was there for every session. She celebrated every tiny victory like it was the Olympics. We started getting coffee after therapy, then dinner. She never treated me like I was broken or less than. 1 year after my surgery, I walked into the courtroom for my final divorce hearing on my own 2 legs. Jennifer's face when she saw me standing there was worth everything I'd been through. No walker, no wheelchair, just me walking. Her lawyer actually paused mid-sentence. The divorce was finalized that day. I sold the house where everything fell apart and bought a condo across town. Started my own consulting business for construction safety. Turns out almost dying makes you pretty knowledgeable about workplace hazards. Amy and I have been dating for 8 months now. I'm not the same person I was before the accident. Jennifer was right about that, but I'm better.